Yo, what is going on, y'all? It is Juko back with another tutorial for y'all, and in this tutorial I got a Travis Scott type melody I'm gonna break down for you guys, kind of like that Astro World type of vibe. It's like got a lot of synth bass type of things, but yeah, it's a little different than a lot of the other stuff I've been breaking down on this channel. New kit on the way soon, gonna be a free loop kit. My Prosperous kit, my all-in-one kit with Mac, those are still available on my YouTube and website and on my Instagram. Once again, y'all make sure to go follow me on my Instagram, and let's get straight into the breakdown. This was pretty complicated, but like it was a lot of arcade, like, well, not a lot of arcade, it was just like the main melody was kind of like arcade, so I'll get into that. So this was the MIDI of arcade. I'm gonna show the bank on the screen. It was literally just a few notes, and arcade did all the work. I just took notes that sounded good together, and then I kind of just literally let arcade play the sample out on the piano roll. I'll show you guys the bank, it'll be on the screen, and I'm just gonna play the MIDI for the first layer. This was super simple. I just literally found like notes, like little sample, and then I just repeated it. Like right here, I took 5 notes together, just repeated it, and then I took some notes out. And then for effects, I just added some reverb, and then I did an EQ and got a lot of the low end out of it. So I found this lead on Analog Labs, which I'm sure you guys know about. I love Analog Labs. It was called the Run Hell Sync lead. Yeah, it's right here. It was in the Floyd Tribute Bank. This is a stock bank in Analog Labs, and I'm gonna play you guys the MIDI. So yeah, this MIDI was like super, not super simple, but it was just this bottom note right here, and then I just went. So yeah, I just found like simple notes, so it was just like. And then obviously what I did is with the lead, so if you want the lead to like glide, then you keep the note hanging and then put other notes like under it, so that way it like continues to like glide, and it doesn't sound like, it sounds like a lead. You want it to sound like a lead. But yeah, it was pretty simple, just like some notes and some like a little catchy pattern. But as far as effects, it was just reverb again, and then an EQ on the low and high. So moving on, we have another Analog Lab sound, and we got this bass. It was just called the Time Bass, a hard bass by Paul. Actually, I don't know, bro. That's just the designer, but it was in the same bank, Floyd Tribute, as the first lead, and yeah, just a simple hard bass, and it was just this pattern. I'll play it for you guys right here. So yeah, the bass just follows basically like the root notes of like that arcade melody. So it just goes like the up and down, like as you guys saw in the MIDI. I just EQ'd the bass a little bit, but I didn't even like do anything. So I don't know, I guess I just left the bass how it is. I kind of liked how it was like distorted and stuff. So yeah, that was it for the bass. So now moving on, we have another lead sound from Analog Labs again, and this lead was the cigar lead. This was the cigar lead, same designer, Paul Schling, whatever. This is how the lead sounded. So with this lead, I kind of wanted it to be like on some like Travis vibes, obviously. So like I wanted like the lead to like start low and then kind of like go higher, like kind of like a build up type of lead. So like I just took like, so like these type of notes like make it kind of cool, but it's pretty much just like a lead going up and then it goes down at the end. It's basically just going. You know what I mean? It's just, but yeah, I just wanted to add these notes in between to give it some more like variation in the lead. Yeah, that was pretty simple. I just EQ'd that hella, like a lot. After I had all those sounds together, this is what the sample sounded like with everything together before I went and rendered it. So this is it. But yeah, that was everything together. So like I was like, damn, that shit's already hard. I did end up rendering it out. So once I had everything, I rendered it. I rendered all that out. I ended up pitching it up 2 semitones. Yeah, 2 semitones, and this is what it sounded like after I pitched it up. So yeah, then I finally got that, and then I ended up rendering it again and kind of switching up the arrangement. I just rendered that out, and then I switched the arrangement. So instead of it starting off with the lead, I wanted it to make it more simple in the beginning and then gradually get more interesting. So I just started it off like kind of basic like this. And then the last thing I did is if I pull up this one right here, I think. So yeah, I took a part and I reversed it. So I made 2 parts and I just took a part and I reversed it, so it sounded like this with the reverse part. So yeah, that also sounds like so hard. So I was like, yeah, those both sound like really hard. So I ended up making a part after, like the main part, and just making a reverse. So yeah, I did that, and then we ended up getting, which I'll play you guys the final loop. We ended up getting this right here. Obviously after that it goes into the reverse part, so I'll just kind of like fast forward the parts. So it was like, then it has like the solo part, and so then it kind of just repeats itself at the end, like to the reverse part, like plays basically the same thing. But yeah, that was pretty much the whole loop. A little more complicated probably than my other loops, but overall I think it was still pretty simple because Arcade did a lot of the work. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is just a sample tutorial, no drums onto this one, but let me know what y'all think. Leave some comments, subscribe, like, and yeah, I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Bye.